From Buffalo, New York, Jim Schroeder. From Fresno, California, Big Bill.
Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to Championship Bowling. This is Fred Wolf. We're in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, here at the beautiful Major League Lanes. Two more of our field of 24 of the nation's greatest stars in match game competition. From Fresno, California, it'll be Bill Bunetta. His opponent from Buffalo, New York, Jimmy Schroeder. Over $60,000 in prizes, all competition sanctioned by the American Bowling Congress, $1,000 to the winner, $500 to the runner-up. Both these boys will appear in another match against a different opponent. Total pins for 6 games will qualify the 2 finalists for a $15,000 added purse. All 300 games worth $10,000 apiece. We're ready for the first game. We'll be ready right after these words.
Jim Schroeder, Buffalo, New York, will start it off. All games starting on the left side. Jim making his first appearance on Championship Bowling. Born in Buffalo in 1928. Jim throws quite a ball. It's a big one. It goes around. He'll never get there this time, and he starts off missing the head pin, the 1, 2, 4, and the 8. The 1956 Buffalo match game champion. Actually, years ago, the great Ollie Brandt, who established the all-time ABC record some years back in 886, has had a lot to do with Jimmy's career. Won a doubles title with Ollie in 1958 in Buffalo. Hey, he got that one. Well, the 1, 2, 4, 8. It's not an easy shot. It's easy if you get to the Brooklyn, but he didn't make it, but he still converts the spare. Here's Big Bill Bunetta, Fresno, California. 208 pounds. Big ball. Gets there. Doesn't carry the 7 pin. Bill is a Detroit boy. We've known Bill for a long time. He moved to Chicago in '56, leaving Detroit after a great bowling career. Got into the Windy City, won the Chicago match game title, and moved to Fresno, California in 1961. Was captain of the Fresno Bombers in the National Bowling League in 1962. So Bunetta now will move to the left. Both boys with spares. We're here at the Major League Lanes in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. One of 22 establishments in the southeastern part of the country. We expect to have Dick Kazmaier with us, the president of the Major League Bowling Incorporated, to present the winning trophies later in our series. Many of you folks remember Kazmaier, the great All-American football player from Princeton. We're in the second frame. Bunetta has his strike. Schroeder has his to get. On the 1962 BPA Tour, Jimmy finished in the finals 6 times. He finished 3rd in the St. Louis Open. 4 pin stops him. We'll call that the PBA Tour. Between the PPA and the BPA, sometimes it gets a little confusing. Bowling Proprietors Association of America, the Professional Bowlers Association of America. At the 4-pin, Schroeder has it. So we move to the left. Jimmy Schroeder. There's a good reach. So Schroeder has his first strike. That certainly gives you a certain amount of satisfaction. The next assignment is for Jimmy to get the double as quick as he can. That's what Bunetta has right at his fingertips at the moment. He is on a strike, throws it out, and here it comes. He's there, number 2. Bunetta, in 12 games on championship bowling, carries an average of 218. His high has been 696. His high single has been 257. Throws a 3-finger ball, semi-fingertip, with a lot of reverse pitch in the thumb. Look out, Bill. Oh, he got away with a high one. The 4 and the 7. Bunetta has 3. Schroeder now has got to hurry. Can't let this Bunetta get too far away or you'll never catch him. Big turn by Schroeder. Oh, he got away with that one. Another thin one, and the boys are really cranking them up here this week. Both these boys can really crank. By that we mean the big lift with a lot of turn, move the ball quickly near the pocket. Jimmy really shook them up that time, so he got his double in a hurry. From here on, it's plus. We're in the 5th of the first game. $1,000 to the winner, $500 to the runner-up. Total pins, very important. Jimmy reaches, and there's one more. Very strong boy, this Schroeder, and of course Bunetta is no weakling either. Bill tips it at about 210. He's over the 6-foot mark. On 3, in the 5th, he dropped it. On the nose, breaks up the 310, nothing but the 3 pins. So this match practically even. We're halfway in the first of 3 games. Bunetta has rolled 15 perfect scores, 2 of them sanctioned, and he averaged 216 in the National Bowling League in 1962. Kept the Fresno Bombers in the running most of the way. There's the cover. So at the end of 5, here in the first game, and the boys are off in great shape, it's Schroeder working on 3. He's 69 double, and Bunetta is 99 spare. Bunetta in the 6th. Here it comes. And there it is. Boy, when Bill reaches out there, you just know where that ball's going. When he's got the line, it's solid. Jimmy Schroeder now, who really tore them apart here in the 4th frame, may have a tendency here of trying to hold it too tight and going too high. Let's watch it. No, sir. Oh, man, he buried that one. So Jimmy Schroeder from Buffalo, New York, off to a great start. 2 spares, and now on 4. And that gave Jimmy the lead for the first time. Jimmy playing this lane slightly outside. He's playing the right side, lane 28, inside. Not as deep as some of the boys have. There's the big reach. Beautiful hit. Schroeder with number 5. Oh, we're going here. Bunetta needs this one to stay within 10 pins. Big Bill, gotta hurry. Doesn't get there. There's a tough one, the 2 and the 8. You've got to get enough of that 2 pin to go on through and get the 8. Call it a blind pin. Some people call it a mother-in-law, and I don't know why, but they do. And if you leave it standing, possibly any other name might fall into that category. Sometimes. There's the cover. Nice shot. Well, Bill hit them both with the ball, and you've got to keep the ball moving to get at that 8 pin after you hit the 2. So at the end of 7, it's Schroeder on a string. 5 in a row. Bunetta is 139. Spare. He moves to the left. Bill has a PBA event to his credit. In 1960, he won the Fairless Hills Open in Pennsylvania. The home of Fred Lenning, one of our 24 stars. 4 pin. Missed the kick. Bunetta is the father of 4 boys. Jimmy, Stevie, Billy, and Ricky. And Ricky is going to be quite a bowler, looks like. There's the cover, 4 pin. And Jim Schroeder now with a chance to extend that margin. And boy, when you got a string going, there's no use stopping. We're in the 8th. Jimmy doesn't like what he sees. He thinks possibly those pins might not be just the way he likes them, or possibly the labels are turned the wrong way. He's going to turn them around a bit. And with just the touch of a button, his privilege, 10 new AMF tournament grade pins, all registered, will be down on the pin deck, and he has a clean look at them. Let's see what he can do. Let's find out if it was a smart thing to do. Well, how would you answer the question? He might have carried the other 10. Then again, who knows? In fact, no. It's a 4-pin tap, a pretty good hit. That's how he started this string. He had a 4-pin in the 2nd frame, then 5, and a 4-pin stops him in the 8th. That keeps Bunetta right in the running. An easy conversion here. There it is. Jimmy started out the 1962 season as a member of the National Bowling League, member of the Omaha Packers. In the Empire State Open on the PBA Tour in 1959, he averaged .229 for 28 games to be a runner-up. We're in the 9th. Schroeder leads by 20 pins. Once more, then the 5. Solid 5. A few years back, Schroeder competed in the Rochester, New York Classic League. He averaged .205, and he commuted from Buffalo each week. That's a desire to get some stronger competition. At the 5-pin, he covers that. So Bunetta now in the 9th. The big frame, the frame that means so much. With this strike and 2 more in the 10th, Bunetta can come out of here with a .230 game. Schroeder has .230 with a mark in the 10th, .240 with a double. Here it comes. He doesn't get enough of that pocket. He has the 2 and the 4, kick to 5 out. Makes it an easy shot. Bunetta being very careful over here. So we go into the 10th frame. It'll be Bunetta moving first. He trails by 21 pins. Both boys are on spares. They're making their first appearance. Pinfall is not only important in this respective match, it's the total pins for the 6 games, which will qualify the top 2 scorers for the finals with a $15,000 added first. There's a strike by Bunetta in the 10th. Let's see if he can get the double. Chance for .226. There haven't been too many balls out of there. Schroeder left the 1-2-4-8 in the first frame. However, there was no loss of pinfall. Schroeder has lost only 3 pins in counts. Bunetta has lost only 4. A double? Yes, sir. So Big Bill with 2 in the 10th for 226. This will make Schroeder mark. We mentioned that Bunetta was quite a golfer. This fella, in addition to bowling the perfect route in bowling, has had 2 holes in 1 as a golfer. 29 in the 10th. Whoop, 225 and a half. A nice finish, and Bunetta pulls one out. 225. Schroeder with a chance for 2, 4, 7. A couple of great starts here. And either of these boys could very well be back for the finals if they can do just as well in the next 2. Look out, Jim. Too high. There it is. Thought we could get through one game without an open frame, but Mr. Schroeder punched one up on the nose, and he has the 6-7. So Bunetta's going to win this game unless Schroeder can turn this in. And this is not easy. He's got to just graze that 6-pin on the right side. 6-pin must cover almost the entire pin deck. He's going to take a crack at it. He missed the both. The 223. So in the first game, Bill Bunetta, who trailed most of the way, pulls it out in the 10th with a double with 225. Jimmy Schroeder, 223. This is Fred Wolf in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And I'll bet our hosts have a message right here.
Here are the scores for the first game. Jimmy Schroeder, 223. Bill Bunetta pulled it out, picking up 19 pins in the 10th frame to win it. 225, a lead of 2 pins. It looks like a great start. You folks in Winston-Salem, are you ready? You all. All right.
It'll be Bill Bunetta starting off game number 2, starting from the left side. All games starting from the left, a lead of 2 pins, 225 to 223. He's there. And Bill, closing very strong on the left side with a big double in the 10th, comes right back with one to start the second game. Jimmy Schroeder, who was coasting along with a 21-pin lead in the 8th. It was a 19-pin lead in the 9th. Wide open in the 10th. Bunetta doubled and pulled it out. Total pinfall, of course, will decide the winner. But Schroeder lost a lot of pins in the 10th after a 5-bagger. Let's watch him. Here's where he had the split. He is high again. Breaks it up, 4-7. Jimmy Schroeder, born in Buffalo, New York in 1928. He has 4 brothers and his father in the wholesale bakery business. Jimmy, for some reason, never did like the baking business. Decided that bowling would be his livelihood, and he's done quite well at it. But he said it's nice to get home once in a while, touring the country, and enjoy the smell of baking bread. There's the cover, the 4-7. Jim's father was a pretty good bowler, averaged 185. Jimmy got started around 1945. He's been at it for some time. Likes to play an occasional round of golf. And he better not play his opponent golf. He better stay on the bowling lanes. Got a better chance here. We're in the second frame, second game. Big turn. He gets it. And those AMF tournament pins were churning. Did you know that each of those pins is registered to ensure matched weights of each set? Did you know that there are 2 sets in each machine, each pin spotter? We use a total of 4 sets. The boys work on 10, the machine works on 10. Look here, look here! Oh, he got away with it. Billy shaking his head. Boy, he had something on that one. That one made a real fast move there, just about a foot from the head pin. He caught very little of the head pin, kicked out the bucket, then the 4-5, and finally gets himself a double to extend his margin. We go into the 3rd frame, and Bunetta moves to the left. Holds the ball right under his chin. Big stride, big lift. Here she comes. Ooh, solid 10. Well, they get even with you in a hurry, don't they? Well, Bill thought he got away with one, but he gave it right back. He didn't give it back willingly. Somebody took it back. Oh, he was in there. Shoulder deep, the boys say. That's a break for Schroeder. He has a chance to get back in here at the 10. Billy has it. Jimmy Schroeder making his first appearance on championship bowling. Wanted to become an electrical engineer, but now he applies all of his shocking power to a bowling ball. Here. 10 pin solid. Well, that makes it even, one for each. Schroeder needed his. Bunetta had the lead. He could spare it, but Jimmy can't spare too many like that. The 10-pin cover. Well, week in and week out here in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, at the Major League lanes, it's always a pleasure to find so many youngsters interested in this great sport. I just wonder, Mother and Dad, if you know that there are many leagues for the youngsters, especially on Saturday mornings. You just check your neighborhood bowling establishment. Get Junior down there. Girls and boys. Bantam leagues. Juniors. You ought to go down yourself and watch. Go in some afternoon and take lessons yourself. You can't beat it for real fun. Look, just like that. Wouldn't you like to see your youngster out there throwing a strike like that once in a while? Bunetta moves in on the right on a spare. Both these boys got quite a line here this week. Once more. This one's solid. Oh, man, there's no shaker that time. So Bunetta now moving to the left. Both boys on strikes. Bunetta has the lead. 11 pins. That's just one strike away. Schroeder 1 strike behind. Bunetta 1 strike out in front. Assuming you are on a strike. It's a difference between a double or an open. Can he make it 2 in the 5th? It'll go. No 10 pin that time. As Billy says something like, you better not stand up there this trip, Mr. 10 pin. I'll come down and get you. Now Schroeder is on the spot. He had a solid 10 here in the 3rd. He's there. Whoop, he got the 10 pin that time. He got a nice little tap there from the 6 pin, so he gets the double. At the end of 5, halfway, Schroeder is 60 double, Bunetta is 69 double, and this is a good one going. Jimmy Schroeder in the 6th. He's working on a double. Having a lot of success here on the left side. Let's see if he can get one more. That ought to be 2. Solid. Big swing. Oh, we thought that might have climbed a bit for that 4 pin, but he set it beautifully. Just about as solid as you could get it, and Bunetta now moves to the right. And Bill told us just before airtime, he said, every ball I throw on the right side, believe me, I work doubly hard. I'm not sure of what I'm doing over here. Oh, look at here. Thin again, he got it. Oh, we got a good contest going here, ladies and gentlemen. We've had 1 ball out of the pocket this game. And that was Schroeder's first ball, the 4-7, which he converted. He's been solid ever since. Bunetta started with 2, left to 10, works on 3. We're in the 7th. Once more. Oh, man, he gives it that Indian hatchet motion out there, chops him up pretty good, and that's 4 in a row for Bunetta. And Jim Schroeder will move in here in the 7th, trying for his 4th in a row. Big reach. Never get there. Doesn't get much of the pocket. The 2-4-5, and Schroeder stops at 3. Jimmy Schroeder, he needed that one. As Bunetta puts on the pressure, Bill sits on 4. He started with 2, left to 10 pin. Follows with 4. Schroeder almost stayed with him. Not getting up here in the 7th frame. Moving to the extreme left side of the approach. He's actually going to roll his ball right at these 3 pins. Probably not much break. That's it. Nice cover. Not much of a chance to pick the cherry there. At least he cuts the percentage down a great deal by moving to the extreme left. Some of the boys prefer to stay a little more to the right to make it look more like a normal shot that you have during your bowling game. Here's Schroeder now ready. We're in the 8th. He throws. He's there. He's there. Oh, one little mistake. Jimmy was just a little short on the right side. As Bunetta now moving in the 8th. Sits on a 230 game right now. Every strike means 10 pins more. Here's 2 boys that certainly are on their way. You may see them in the finals. Oh, Billy dropped it. Brooklyn, not enough. 310. He made the mistake. He got ahead of himself. His body was out of position at the foul line. The ball was coming in from right field. That left hip got through too quick. Much like hitting a golf ball off to the right. You've got to move in one piece. 310, the ball between the 2 pins. He does it. Nice shot. Well, there was quite a challenge for Bill Bunetta. He answered, covered the spare in the 8th, didn't lose any ground. He has a 20-pin lead here in the 2nd game. He won the 1st game by 2. The margin, only 22 pins. Bunetta moves left on the spare. Yes, once more. Nice hit. As Bill Bunetta gets the strike where he wants it, in the 9th, a chance for 257. This would give him 480. Schroeder has a chance for 247, which would give him 470. And he would like this one. Short the last time, high this time, over-adjusted, wide open, 4-6-10. Schroeder's 2nd open. He had the 6-7 here in the 10th frame of the 1st game in a very critical spot. This was his critical frame. He was on the strike, wide open. Bunetta with a chance to pile up a margin that may be enough to carry him through into the 3rd game. Jimmy did not get the 2. Being on a strike, he loses 2 pins and counts. He's 183 in the 8th. Cuts the game down to a potential 213. 5 steps. There's the easy side. Oh, boy. Jimmy has had all strikes on the left side. In the 2nd, in the 4th, in the 6th, in the 8th, and here's his first one in the 10th. So he can actually get 7 strikes on one side. He got 1 strike on the right side, and that gave him a triple. There you are. 7 strikes. That's perfect. You can't get any more than 7 on any one of 2. He already has 6. So lane 28, as we refer to it, the right side, the big bugaboo here on championship bowling at Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Quite a challenge to these fellas. There. Oh, he left the 4-7 on a good hit. Well, it was 2 pins. So Schroeder with 211, a 223 start, gives him 434, and Big Bill has a 250 game staring him right in the face. Let's see if he can handle it. Former Chicago match game champion. The first one, it's there. Well, that $1,000 beginning to go Bunetta's way now as he takes off his glasses, polishes them up a bit so he can see that 1-3 pocket, take a good look at his spot. He has had one ball out of the pocket this game, the 3-10, right here on the right side. He had a solid 10 pin in the third frame on the left side. This one he'd like, and he just may get it. There you are. Well, Billy, I think's a little surprised with that one, the old accordion ball. That was the Lawrence Welk special. 2-5-7 with the count. Yes, Bill Bunetta might call that the champagne ball. All right, here we go. Once more. Here it is. Looks good. He's in. He kicks it out of there. 2-5-7. Great finish. As Bill Bunetta racks up 10 strikes. 10 strikes out of a possible 12 for 257, making it 2 straight. 257 for Bunetta, 211 for Jim Schroeder. Still game to go. A lot of fireworks in store. Don't go away. This is Fred Wolf. We're in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. I don't know where you are, but this is a good bowling match. Don't go away. Your hosts right now.
Here are the scores in a great match. Jimmy Schroeder, 223 and 211 for a total of 434. For Bill Bunetta, 225. His second game, 10 strikes out of a possible 12, 257. The total, 482. Are we enjoying this one? Winston-Salem. All right, ready for the third one. Good luck.
Jimmy Schroeder, Buffalo, New York, facing a 48-pin deficit. Bill Bunetta off to a great start. We're in the third and final game. 482 for Bunetta, 434 for Jim Schroeder. He throws. He's too high. In the middle, the 4-6. Jimmy has made about 3 mistakes, and he has paid the full penalty all 3 times. He hit the nose in the 10th frame of the first game, got to 6-7. In the 9th frame of the second game, a key strike, or key ball. He needed the strike, left the 4-6-10, hits the nose here in the first frame of the third game, and the 4-6. Just shoot for one and hope for a miracle, which very seldom happens. Bill Bunetta, who is on a string of 10 strikes the second game. He struck out here in the 10th. He had 1 in the 9th. Tries for his 4th consecutive strike, and he's too high. Brooklyn side, 6-pin, almost got away with one. Bill Bunetta. Bill was introduced to this bowling game many years ago in a rather embarrassing way. His girlfriend asked him to take her bowling. Bill thought, well, I guess I can do that. But she was kind of sneaky. She beat him, and he said, no more of this. So he learned how to bowl, and he learned very well. Now one of the real great stars in the nation today, and a very popular member of the AMF staff, member of the Professional Bowlers Association. 3-finger ball, semi-fingertip, although Bill uses the finger holes as a fingertip, buries the thumb, has a lot of reverse pitch in the thumb. It's a pretty big hand. That'll get there. Yes, sir. Boy, Bunetta has a great line on the left side. As a matter of fact, both boys are playing the left lane, lane 27, very well. But they sure put in a lot of work here on the right side. You've got to know how to play conditions. This is a real trickster here, lane 28. Really separates the boys from the men from the boys, as they say. Big pull. Got away with it. Well, both boys got him across here on the right side in the first frame. Bunetta didn't carry the 6. Jimmy got his. 2 more of our stars in action. Over the weeks, you'll see them all. Carmen Salvino, Hank Lauman, Vern Downing, Lindy Farragelli, Ed Bordays, There it is. Oh, look out, look out. Boy, that moved in a hurry. 4-7, too tight. Jimmy Schroeder making his first appearance on championship bowling. He has 434 going in. Started this game with an open. Total pinfall for 6 games. Jimmy can lose this match but still be in a good position if he can come back with another good 3 games in his second appearance. The top 2 scorers in 6 games qualify for the finals with a $15,000 added purse. $1,000 to the winner here. $500 to the runner-up. Bunetta on 1. Would like 2. He is high again. 310 for the second time. Bill has made 2 mistakes here. In the first frame, he went to the Brooklyn, lost the 6-pin. This time, he didn't get to the Brooklyn side, and he has a tough shot. He converted this one here in the 8th frame of the second game. Very delicate shot. Don't have much leeway. Hitting the 3-pin on the right. In other words, the ball between the 2 pins. Very nice. Well, every spare that Bunetta can turn in here, find it to be a very important 10 pins when they add up the 6 games after their second appearance. In the Northbrook, Illinois series, Bunetta was in the top, one of the top 2 spots for quite some time, but finally got knocked out of there. Here it comes. Oh, solid 7. Solid 7. Beautiful, Bill said. These boys have a lot of pet phrases. And the word beautiful is kicked around here like, well, they apply it to almost everything. A bad break, a good break. Or the boys will greet you with, how's everything? There it is. Or they use the famous Joe Joseph remark, is everything all right? Well, everything's all right with Bunetta, but Jim Schroeder needs about 4 in a row. We're in the 4th. There's the first one. So Jimmy must move, and move quickly. Bunetta sits on a comfortable margin of some 60 pins. We have 6 frames to go. Too high, but he broke it up. So Jimmy has moved to his favorite side twice this game on strikes, and has crowded the headpin. As a matter of fact, he started on this side. In the 1st, 3rd, and 5th, he has been right on the nose. There's the spare. So Bill Bunetta needing 218 to crash the sound barrier. 700. Can he do it? We're in the 5th. Here comes the first one. Not enough of that pocket, and he loses 4 pins and count. That's the longest Bunetta has been out of the pocket since this match got underway. He missed it in the 1st frame. He missed it in the 3rd frame. And he missed it here again in the 5th frame. The bucket, 2, 4, 5, 8. Covered. Nice shot. So at the end of 5 in game number 3, with 5 frames to go in the final game, Bunetta in the 6th, leading this game by 6 pins. Winds one up. 10 pins solid. Beautiful, Bill. Beautiful. Well, Bill turned right around. He figured he had that one. Maybe it's a good thing he didn't see it. That 6-pin just wrapped itself right around the 10, didn't even touch it. Sometimes you wonder how that can possibly happen. That's what makes this game so interesting and so uncertain. You just never know. There it is. So Bunetta, with a cover in the sixth, still looks for his first double. Has 4-8-2 going in. Schroeder, 434. There's still room if Schroeder can get the big string. The long string. Here it starts. All right. Bunetta has not had an open frame. Schroeder has had 3 wide open splits. And we've seen a lot of strikes under these conditions. Believe me, it's not easy. These are match game conditions. Brand new AMF tournament pins. There we are. Now, let's take a look. Jimmy Schroeder is potential 239. He trailed by 48 pins. That would mean that Mr. Bunetta will still need a triple to win this game if Schroeder goes all the way. That's better. 10 pin, he got it twice. Well, he got 2 cracks at it. Well, I hope our producer, Sid Goltz, had his cameras on that 10 pin. That 10 pin got nicked once by the butt end of the 6 pin. It sailed down through the channel, just touched it at the bottom and kicked the 10 pin loose. That might be a big strike for Bill. Let's see if he can make it count. He had a solid 10 here in the 6th. If he hits him that good this time, mark it up. Oh, he got out of step entirely on the nose. There's room for Schroeder. The Buffalo Express is ready to leave the station. Don't go away. Bunetta at the 3 pin. Bunetta giving Schroeder some room. Schroeder leading in this, the 3rd game. 48 pins. Just get back, and he spotted Bunetta a spare in the first frame when he left the 4-6. He needs this one. Playing slightly inside. 5 steps, the wind-up, and here she comes. And look out. We're going to shuffle off to Buffalo. We go to the 9th, and Schroeder needs this one. He needs everyone. I can't tell you one strike is any more important than the other. He won't have to go out. Bunetta has an open. Bunetta still kicking around a 190 game. Schroeder trailed by 48, so he needs at least 230. If he can get this one, he can force Bunetta to get a double. Here it comes. He's got it. He's got it. He's got it. So Jimmy Schroeder from Buffalo, New York, makes things very difficult for Bill Bunetta. When it looked like Bunetta had free sailing with a lead of 48 pins, Schroeder's put together 4 in a row, a potential 239. 239. Bunetta needs 192, and he hasn't got it. He loses 3 pins in counts, and now if Schroeder goes all the way, Bunetta will have to double in the 10th. So Bill can still shut the door with this spare and a double in the 10th. Another cliffhanger on championship bowling from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. This is Fred Wolf. We're hanging on the cliff with the rest of you. The 2, the 4, the 5. It's not easy. Look out, look out. He made it going away on the outside. And Billy wipes his forehead. He tried to cover that one. You can bet on that. Now we're in the 10th. Bunetta needs a double to win this match, to close the door. He can win it if Schroeder doesn't double. But if Bunetta doubles, and there's a 5-7, Mr. Schroeder does not need a double now if Bill does not make this one. Oh, man, we're getting down to where there's going to be 1 or 2 pins here. $1,000. And Bunetta, his first open frame coming up, unless he can make the 5-7. He's made the 3-10 twice. He has marked for 29 consecutive frames. This one could cost him $1,000. He did not make it, and now Jim Schroeder moves in, cutting Bunetta off at 178. 178. He had a lead of 48. So Schroeder needs 227. 227. He needs this strike and 8 pins to win. Here it comes. Here it comes. 5-7. The winner, Bill Bunetta. Well, well, that 5-7 just decided to get into this picture. Beautiful. Jimmy says beautiful. And I think that Bill agrees. If you want to use the word the way it can be used, it's beautiful for Bunetta. He's going to come out of here the winner. And a 5-7 gave Schroeder a chance, and then the 5-7 that he left just wiped out any chance he had of winning. Let's see if Jimmy can handle it. Looks like he just went by. He loses 2 more pins and counts. That's 4 pins, actually, that Schroeder has lost on splits. So in the final game, it's Schroeder 203, Bunetta 178, Bunetta 660, Schroeder 637. We'll check these totals, have a word or two with these 2 fine stars that put on quite a show this week on Championship Bowling from Winston-Salem, North Carolina at the Major League Lanes. Now, this is Fred Wolf. Join the boys in just a moment.
Here are the official scores for Jimmy Schroeder, 223, 211, and 203, for a total of 637. For Bill Bunetta, 225, 257, and 178, the total 660. Did you enjoy this one? What a contest. James, my boy, the short end, $500 for the runner-up. I don't know if you keep track of what goes on, but do you know that you got as many strikes as Bill did?
Yeah.
18 strikes.
To lose.
But you just didn't get them in the right place. And those 2 5-7s was sort of a unexpected ending.
Yes, either one of us carry there. He could have shut me out, and I could have shut him out.
You could have made it difficult for him. Bill, you're the winner. There's $1,000. Both of you gentlemen will be back for another appearance. You got good starts, 637 and 660. You very well could be one of you, or possibly both of you, make the finals. May I wish you both a lot of luck. Okay?
Thank you very much.
How about it, Winston-Salem? Let's give them a nice hand. Great match. Well, don't go away. We'll be right back with our bowling doctor, Lee Juglard. Now we have Lee Juglard, and he has been passing along a prescription or two, being a bowling doctor, and I see you have a friend here, Lee, so I'm going to let you take over, and possibly you can help the ladies coming up.
Well, thank you very much, Fred. Yes, a little bit of that. We're going to go into the stance, how to find it, and what to do once you get there, and Georgette is going to do a little demonstrating. How about that? Will you do that, Georgette?
Thanks.
First of all, once in your life, do this. You're going to find your point of origin. You'll never have to do it again. 2 or 3 inches from the foul line, she's going to pace off 4 steps, fairly healthy ones. Another half step for a slide, turn around, face the pins. That's the point of origin. Do it once in your life. Now to pick the ball up properly, 1 hand on either side of the bowling ball. And now we're going to assume our stance. And let's take a look at this. Assume your own stance. Now you must be comfortable. That's the first prerequisite in order to bowl properly. Take a look at this. Left foot forward, right foot back. The ball is resting in her left hand. That's where it should be. Comfortable. The right hand is free, no stress or strain. You can hold the ball any place between your knees and your chin, any place in this area. Georgette holds her ball about, well, she likes it right where it is. And she's very comfortable, and you'll find that she can be very consistent this way. One common mistake, however, which is commonly made by the ladies, take a look at this. Look at this little gooseneck. I don't know whether you can see this or not, but this is a bent wrist. And now all the weight of the bowling ball is on her right hand rather than her left. This is not good. Stay away from it. Straighten that wrist out. Get comfortable, get relaxed, and you're ready to go. Now, Fred, back to you.
Thank you very much, Lee. And you, Georgette. Hope you can stop in again. Ladies and gentlemen, Lee Juglard and Georgette DeRosa. Well, we'll repeat the scores quickly. Schroeder 637, Bunetta 660. This is Fred Wolf. I'll see you next week on Championship Bowling right here from Winston-Salem. You all going to join us. All right. Championship Bowling is sanctioned by the American Bowling Congress, and we wish to thank AMF for their cooperation in helping us to produce Championship Bowling.